afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4. It's
Friday!
Yay! The weather's nice.
Yeah, can't beat that.
No, beautiful weather. Brady's in for Susan today, by the way.
Hello.
Lots going on, so let's get started today. Madison police officers have a murder weapon, a suspect, and surveillance video from a homicide that took place early this morning. The only thing missing is a motive.
And we look at what Dane County Executive Joe Parisi could do now that Sheila Stubbs will not be Dane County's next Health and Human Services Director.
And is it allergies or is it COVID with a new variant that bears an awful similarity to common allergies? Our Catherine Merck tells you what it is and what it isn't. Taking a look outside, great day for...
Speaking of allergies, I'm sniffly just looking at that.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, you need the pollination.
Yeah, it's true. And it's pretty.
It is pretty.
Yeah.
It looks like it's at the Capitol. Double tulip.
Like that. Love all of this.
Mild but showery weekend. Jacob's in the backyard to tell us when the rain may fall.
Yeah, right now it is about as good as you can get. Temperatures are right around 65, 70 degrees. No wind. The sun is shining. I could stay out here all day if I could, but if we look at the current temperatures, 74 right now in Madison, closer to 80 further west, but closer to 70 as you get closer to the lake. As a whole, though, absolutely gorgeous across much of our area. And if we take a look at this evening's forecast, we'll drop to around 60 degrees by 10 p.m. Some scattered showers are possible, but we're not expecting to see anything severely heavy. Now, if we take a look at the current Doppler track, we have seen some showers to the north of Madison across central and northern Wisconsin for much of the day. But the rain you see right now in Iowa, that's what's going to move into our area over the next couple of hours. It likely won't get to our area until well past sunset, maybe around anywhere between 9 p.m. and midnight is when I expect the rain to enter our area. But as far as your evening goes, it is going to continue to be very nice. Some rain is possible by 10 p.m., but I'd say until 9 p.m. we're going to remain dry and the temperatures are going to continue to be gorgeous. And as far as the weekend goes, the temperatures will continue to be nice, but there is going to be more rain chances. I'll have the details later in the show.
Thank you, Jacob. A 40-year-old is dead today after police found him shot outside a Badger Tavern early this morning.
Police have charged a 23-year-old man with first-degree intentional homicide. They have the murder weapon, they have 12 witnesses, and even surveillance footage. Still, they don't have a motive. Police say the suspect and victim did not know each other before entering the bar on Madison's west side last night. Police then learned from witnesses and surveillance there wasn't any altercation between the men before it all. All they know is at some point the suspect allegedly shot and killed the victim just a few feet outside the bar.
The weird part, as I mentioned, there's usually money, drugs, or women, and there's no rhyme or reason. There wasn't a, hey, these guys have been talking crap about each other, or, you know, a year ago they got into it.
Police say all witnesses had no problem sticking around to talk to police, something they say is very unusual. They believe the suspect was under the influence and haven't confirmed if the murder weapon belonged to the suspect.
Sun Prairie police are now investigating a shooting they said left a 15-year-old boy injured from Tuesday. Madison police notified Sun Prairie police of the shooting after the boy was dropped off at UW Health East Madison with gunshot wounds. Sun Prairie police said the shooting is believed to have occurred on part of Aspen Place and was an isolated incident. The boy is in stable condition and there's no ongoing threat to the community. Police say that the investigation is also ongoing.
Dane County Executive Joe Parisi will have to go back to the drawing board after his choice to run the county's largest department was rejected.
And with the board voting to deny Representative Sheila Stubbs the job, members are making it clear what they want from Parisi in the search for another candidate. Tahalil Mohideen joins us with the details. Tahalil?
For the past couple of weeks, the focus has been heavily on Stubbs and her qualifications. But at last night's county board meeting, many supervisors questioned the process itself. Members criticized Parisi for his pick, believing her to be unqualified, but also suggesting a lot of the blame lies with Parisi and his administration. They say not enough time or resources were spent on finding the right candidate.
There is a misnomer that our job as a county board is to be a rubber stamp approval board. While I realize that there has been rampant misinformation about our process, it does not change that we have a process that we are legislated to move forward, including questioning of appointments from the county executive.
Supervisors say to lead a department responsible for 800 people and $240 million in county funds, they expect a more rigorous hiring process. They noted applications for the position were only open for 3 weeks with 1 round of interviews and no town halls, unlike previous appointments. We did reach out to Executive Parisi's office to learn his plans following Stubbs' rejection, but we did not hear back today. In a statement last night, he said his nominee was treated unfairly and worried it would damage the county's ability to recruit talent.
Cahill, thank you. COVID-19 is no longer a global health emergency. The World Health Organization made that declaration this morning. It comes after its International Health Regulations Emergency Committee met Thursday. The WHO Director General said the virus's downward trend for more than a year has allowed most countries to return to normal life. The WHO declared COVID a public health emergency of international concern in January of 2020. The United States is set to let its COVID-19 public health emergency end on May 11th.
This comes at a time of year when a lot of people are feeling their allergy symptoms even more so than usual.
Our Catherine Merck spoke with a local health expert about making sure your symptoms this time of year aren't from COVID. Catherine?
Well, Brady and Mark, the allergist from UW Health that I spoke with today said on days like this when there's lots of extra pollen in the air, that can make people feel their allergy symptoms a bit extra. And a lot of people feel those kind of symptoms. 1 in 4 adults and nearly 1 in 5 children have a diagnosed seasonal allergy. With that many people who could feel these symptoms similar to those of COVID-19, it's important to know the differences to make sure those symptoms aren't something more serious.
If your symptoms are particularly severe on days where it's warm and sunny and we've got a nice southerly breeze, your symptoms are more likely to be due to allergy.
Dr. Moss says allergies don't cause people to have fevers, chills, body aches, or in general, extreme fatigue. Those kind of symptoms would reflect a viral infection such as COVID.
Catherine, thank you. Saturday is the coronation of Britain's King Charles, and London is ready to celebrate.
Yeah. Tina Kraus met with the crowds, camping out for a glimpse of history.
And 3 cheers for the king. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Let's take the cake.
King Charles made an unexpected stop, greeting delighted crowds near Buckingham Palace.
We came from America.
Royal fans also had a glimpse of Prince William and Kate as London gears up for the first coronation in 70 years.
God save our gracious king.
For some, the celebration is already underway.
Have you seen the king yet?
Yes, twice. He's come past in the Bentley and he waved to us. Yeah, incredible.
A royal procession will stretch for nearly 1.5 miles through the streets here in central London, giving these crowds, some who've camped out for days, the opportunity to see their newly crowned king.
King Charles III and his wife Camilla will ride from the palace in the Diamond Jubilee State Coach, arriving at Westminster Abbey, where both will be crowned and Camilla will become queen.
What is it about the British monarchy that you love so much?
It gives a real sense of stability, but also it's just wonderful tradition.
Flowers are already in place at the Abbey for a ceremony filled with medieval traditions, including a centuries-old coronation chair. Among the 2,000 guests will be First Lady Jill Biden, who stopped for a visit at 10 Downing Street.
What else apart from football brings us together as a nation, if not the royal family? I love them.
The coronation combines the ancient with some modern touches. TV cameras will live stream the event around the world. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
You can catch the coronation coverage right here on CBS starting at 4 a.m.
Yes, you can.
You're getting up early for that?
Yes, you can. After the coronation coverage is finished up, we'll have a 30-minute edition of Weekend Mornings. Stay tuned for that.
Well, you haven't seen our Gary Canalti all week because he's on one of our holiday vacations in Scotland, but he did send some postcards back. Check it out. Here's Gary in front of Edinburgh Castle, which dates back to the 11th century. It's not Windsor Castle, but, you know, it's close. Behind Gary, you can see one of the guard posts where a guard could stand shielded from the weather. Gary also sent pictures of the Royal Yacht Britannia dining and living rooms, as well as the outside of the vessel. She was in service from 1954 to 1997. Nice picks.
Speaking of boats, after months of waiting, not quite the royal yacht, the Merrimack Ferry back open. The ferry opened later than usual this year as crews worked to repair mechanical issues. Repairs were complicated further because some of the ferry's parts are not mass produced anymore in significant quantities, so some vendors had discontinued the parts or had very few in stock. Last year, the ferry opened on March 31st and closed for the winter in mid-December.
Today on May 5th, also known as Better World Day, 20 Elvium elementary scholars from Black Girl Magic will be donating literacy kits for new mothers of color at Unity Point Health Meriter Hospital. The kits will contain 3 books as well as baby blankets, onesies, bookmarks, and more. The scholars made the donation in honor of the memory of longtime Elvium teacher Stephanie Bernard, who died in 2022.
So it took like the whole school to make these kits because everyone in the school had to make like bookmarks, blankets, baby onesies, and yeah.
The literacy kits are aids to increase opportunities for reading and decrease barriers like access to books.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Well, how many people do you think you could interview in an hour?
Any answers? 10?
Well,
20? Andy Moore tried to break the record this morning on WORT radio. The old record was 71. So did he break it? We'll find out next.
What's at the top of your home improvement list? Did you say better insulation? Because better insulation makes everything you do in your home better. Even just walking in the front door on a hot day. So get ready for summer now with USA Premium Foam. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower.
And right now, during Home Improvement Month, our labor is free. You pay for the foam, and we'll put it in for free. But that ends May 31st.
USA Insulation. This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This Mother's Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
You may want to attend college,
but you have a full-time job and kids that need your full-time attention.
How can you possibly attend college?
You learn online at South University.
Earn your degree any hour, any day, from anywhere.
And the credit transfer policies also make it easier to return to college.
The convenience of taking classes where you want.
The flexibility of taking classes when you want.
So you can become who you want.
South University Online.
1-800-211-2082.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
It's May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, a day to celebrate Mexican culture.
But it's also a time when Americans tend to overindulge. Cleveland Clinic registered dietitian Julia Sampano says whether you're going out or staying in, be mindful of what you choose to eat. That starts with snacking, from lettuce to tomatoes and different types of salsas and fajitas. Mexican cuisine offers a lot of opportunity to eat veggies. Sampano says focus on filling your plate with those.
If you have the option of protein, really sticking to leaner sources of protein, like a chicken or a turkey, or even like shrimp or fish versus the heavier red meats.
And if you're going to enjoy a margarita, Zampano says to do so in moderation while consuming lots of water. She says to avoid pitchers of drinks and choose lighter cocktails if possible.
Drug maker Novo Nordisk says that it's limiting starter doses of the weight loss drug Wegovy as demand outpaces supply. The supply interruptions aren't expected to affect higher doses of Wegovy for people already taking it. The company expects many people will have a hard time filling prescriptions at the lower initial doses through September. Wegovy and its sister drug Ozempic, which is approved for type 2 diabetes, have soared in popularity recently. Novo Nordisk said that it will pause some promotion of Wegovy to avoid stimulating further demand.
Well, Jenny Craig is going out of business. That is. The weight loss chain of 40 years made the announcement on Facebook late yesterday. The Post said, quote, "It's with a heavy heart we're announcing the close of our business." Jenny Craig's program provided nutritionally balanced menus designed to help people lose weight. Its website is no longer active. Customers are being told that all auto delivery subscriptions have been canceled, and all coaching sessions, food orders, and merchandise sales have ceased online and in corporate centers. Well, despite some high-profile layoffs recently, the job market remains better than expected.
But there are signs hiring could slow down soon. Overall, the U.S. economy added a better-than-expected 253,000 jobs last month, and the unemployment rate ticked down to 3.4%, a 54-year low. But the positive numbers come with caveat, because revised data for February and March show hiring was much weaker than previously estimated.
I think the labor market is actually in transition right now. So we are seeing that job growth is starting to moderate.
The e-commerce platform Shopify is cutting 20% of its staff. And 3M, the company behind Post-it notes and Scotch tape, is laying off 6,000 workers globally. The murky labor picture complicates the Federal Reserve's strategy of raising interest rates to slow the economy and inflation. This week, Chairman Jerome Powell indicated a possible pause on future rate hikes, but insisted the board will boost rates again if needed.
Those job numbers sent stocks soaring. The Dow Industrials added 546 points, ending the week at 33,674. The Nasdaq gained 2.25%, adding 269 points. The S&P 500 tacked on 75 points. Well, on October 1st, 1999, Jonathan Zaroff, the then host of the Friday 8 o'clock buzz on WORT 98.9 FM, set the radio station's record for the biggest number of people interviewed in 1 hour at 71.
Wow, that's a lot of people. So that has remained WORT's record for the most guests interviewed in 1 hour. But now, on his one-year anniversary of hosting the show, current Friday 8 o'clock buzz host Andy Moore hosted another guest-a-thon.
The goal, interview at least 72 people in 1 hour and break Zaroff's 24-year record. So how did he do? Photojournalist Brian Mesmer shows us.
Andy Moore, I'm Friday 8 o'clock buzz host for WRT-FM. Hi. People are lining up now. It's looking very good. People are on time. All of our friends are here. So, some of our mortal enemies. We're gonna talk to everyone. We're gonna break the record set in 1999. 71 was the record. We're gonna go for 72. It's Nina, Stuart Levitan, you all. It's Catherine Davies. I think we're at a pretty good pace. We've got community leaders. We've got politicians. Governor Tony Evers. Governor Evers has a former life as a rock musician. Tell us about that.
Oh my God, I played bass guitar.
What we try to do on the Friday 8 o'clock buzz is it's the perfect blend of the serious and the silly. I'll do joke interviews. I had Elon Musk on a month or so ago. Last week, Tucker Carlson was on.
We're keeping time, we're keeping the official count, so we got to make sure, we got to keep them honest, got to keep them moving.
Hardest working man in political journalism,
I used to chop down my TV scripts way back when, so if anybody can do it, Andy Moore can do it.
What is it?
65.
I can see the end of the line. That's a little bit disturbing.
Yeah, so can I. 118 South Bedford Street. We needed to come down because we need to break Jonathan Zarov's record.
A lot of those interviews have like blurred together now. Ray, we got a poem. It's like, you know, because they kind of one bled to the next. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to break the 24-year-old WORT record. I think it went great. We were at 86. We couldn't have done it without you. Oh, my brother.
86.
Look at that.
Get to 72.
No, and so the next record, that's going to be something big to beat.
Yeah, Andy, you set the bar high.
Yeah. I like the idea of this because just talking with someone, you never know what you can learn. And
I didn't know the governor was in a rock band.
I didn't either. Look at that.
Congratulations, Andy. Well, Wisconsin's state capitol building is one of the most beautiful in the country.
And did you ever wonder what it would cost to replace it? Catherine Merck did. We'll find out what she found coming up after Jacob's first warn forecast.
Family is just very important. She's my sister, and we depend on each other a lot.
She's the rock of the family. She's the person who holds everything together.
It's a battle, you know, I'm gonna be there.
Keytruda and chemotherapy, been treated in my cancer with 2 different types of medicine.
In a clinical trial, Keytruda and chemotherapy was proven to help people live longer than chemotherapy alone. Keytruda is used to treat more patients with advanced lung cancer than any other immunotherapy. Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment if you have advanced non-squamous non-small cell lung cancer and you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant, receive chest radiation, or have a nervous system problem.
It feels good to be here for them.
Living longer is possible. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. Ask your doctor about Keytruda.
Heart is the beat of life. If you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto, a medicine specifically designed for heart failure. Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, you can keep on doing what you love. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure. And trust your heart to Entresto.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who'll keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas. Take action and get the help you need from InventHelp.
800-550-5543.
Well, take a look at this. Is a Mona Lisa mystery solved? Yes, says one art historian who claims he has identified the location painted in the background of the famous painting. Using virtual reconstruction and historical documents, the historian says he believes the bridge in the painting is the Romito Bridge in the Tuscan town of La Turina. Even with his bold new claim, the debate, which has spanned centuries, is likely to continue.
People are fascinated by, like, they want to figure out what was going on.
And have you been to the Louvre?
I know I haven't.
It's very disappointing. It's about this big.
That's it.
Yeah, it's behind all this glass, you know, bulletproof glass.
So you solved the mystery. It's not a huge thing.
It's not,
Mark solved the mystery?
Yeah.
Oh, I solved the mystery of the size of it. It's no mysteries. But. So some rain coming our way.
Yeah, but the temperatures are going to remain mild. It's going to be a perfect recipe for the plants and the grass to really start to grow. I'll have the details coming up right after the break.
Ready to feel what it's like when you can do more with less asthma? It's possible with Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Are you in? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love.
And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day. All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners.
Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Ivisia Dry Eye Drops. Made with hydrating polymers, moisturizing hyaluronic acid, and revitalizing trehalose for instant dryness relief that lasts up to 8 hours. Ivisia, we see a better way.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Here are the 3 things you need to know for your weekend. We are going to continue to be mild. 70s will be the high temperatures for really the next 7 to 10 days. But we are going to see some showers starting tonight into tomorrow morning. And then we will once again see showers tomorrow night. Some thunderstorms are possible, especially Sunday evening, and they could be strong or severe. Now, right now, it doesn't appear to be enough to issue an alert day, but definitely keep an eye on that. We could see some severe weather Sunday evening. But before that, here's a look at the low temperatures for tonight. Going to be fairly mild tonight with lows only in the mid-50s. We are going to see some showers, maybe an isolated storm, but my guess is we will mostly see some rain. Only a few rumbles of thunder are expected. Here's a look at the current radar. Much of southern Wisconsin is dry, but we are seeing those showers right now in the northern portion of the state. But we are going to see some showers in southern Wisconsin during the overnight hours. Well past sunset, we will see some rain move into our area around 10 p.m. to midnight, and then it'll likely continue throughout much of the night into tomorrow morning. It could linger a little bit later into the morning, maybe as late as 11 a.m. or noon. But between around noon and sunset, we're actually going to be relatively dry during the afternoon. So once again, it's going to be a fairly nice day with temperatures reaching the lower 70s, although it will be a bit breezier than what it was today. More showers will move into our area during during the evening, and then overnight tomorrow into Sunday morning, we could see some isolated storms. And then once again, the afternoon for Sunday is looking relatively dry. So despite the rain chances, they're mostly going to be during the overnight hours. But as I mentioned, there is the chance for severe weather Sunday evening. This will be pretty late in the day, likely after sunset once again. But the heaviest storms will be to the south of us across northern Illinois and Iowa. We'll definitely keep an eye on it and see just how severe it looks. But right now, we're only under a marginal risk, which is only a 1 out of 5 chance. As we go into the day on Monday, we're looking like we'll see some scattered showers, but overall, nothing extreme is expected by Monday. Here's a look at the precipitation forecast. As I mentioned, the heaviest rain will stay to the south of us likely, but here in Madison, we could see a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch of rain, with the rain being pretty isolated and scattered. Some spots that see the storms could see heavier amounts than this, but as a whole, definitely expect to see some rain throughout the weekend and into next week. And as I mentioned, we'll continue to be mild with high temperatures in the 70s. This will continue for Sunday as well. And the good news is that both afternoons we will be relatively dry, with the rain likely being during the overnight hours. Sunday will be especially mild with high temperatures around 80, and then the highs will stay in the 70s. More chances of storms Tuesday, but we look to be dry for the most part, especially by Tuesday afternoon, and Wednesday is looking very nice with sunshine and 70s. We are going to see more rain move into our area during the end of the week, and that may continue into next weekend and for Mother's Day as well. But the good news is that if you look at the top of the screen, 70s and even potentially lower 80s for Sunday. Now, just want to recap for the weekend. Showers tonight, maybe even into tomorrow morning, and then we could see some more showers tomorrow night into Sunday morning, and then another round of possibly severe weather Sunday evening.
You need an umbrella, I'll tell you, all this rain.
And we're still doing the umbrella contest. Now, for those that haven't heard about this, here's how it works. All you have to do is submit your personal weather pictures to firstwarn@WISC-TV.com or through the weather app. These can be pictures of any kind of weather-related photos. The weather team here will then select a photo, and whoever's picture is selected will win a First Warn Weather umbrella. And we are giving away umbrellas until May 26th, so there are several chances to win, and we will announce a new winner every weekday at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m.
So 2 winners a day?
Yes, and like you mentioned, we're definitely going to need those umbrellas. But the good news is that at least for the weekend, it looks to be relatively dry during the afternoon hours.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, Jacob, thank you. Well, it's a 106-year-old masterpiece that's become the identity of our state, the Capitol building. Our team at News 3 Now wanted to answer the following question: how much would it cost to rebuild the Capitol building today?
It's a one-of-a-kind artwork, unique design, and rarity of materials used in its construction all play a role in the value. Catherine Merck found out the price of perfection.
Every stone here has a story.
It's the building that defines the capital city as we know it.
There are a lot of state capitals, and ours is way up there with some of the finest.
If you walk through the halls inside of it,
symbols all over the building.
The stone, marble, and artwork.
So this is the governor's conference room.
Make it.
That is Liberty.
Picture perfect.
No matter your political bent, this is the people's house, and people are tied to this building.
Can you put a price on that? Well, they had to do it more than once before.
This is the third Capitol building that's been built here. That second Capitol building burned down in a fire.
At the Wisconsin Historical Society archives, you can find some of the original documents and pictures that created today's Capitol.
I love this photo of the workmen carvers carving these stone figures that go along the base.
Back then, each plan was painted.
There's hundreds of blueprints.
And designs were hand-drawn.
The entire new Capitol took several years to construct.
Some of the earliest contracts for the artwork give us a little clue of the total bill.
There's at least a down payment of $100,000.
That specific contract comes to more than $2 million today, and that's only one part of it.
Building of that type is going to be probably $1,500 per square foot.
Locally operated construction company Findorf was behind the dome we see now.
It would be spectacular to be involved if it had to be rebuilt, but it certainly would be challenging.
The intricate details are what would make it difficult to rebuild.
Finding the people that do the gold leaf work and find the people that do the plaster work, that you have to look around the country to find the right people to do that.
When we asked Findorf to give us an estimate of what it would take to do the job today,
I would think it'd be around $1 billion.
Of course, there are a lot of factors to consider when trying to figure out the so-called price of perfection. However, the closest we can get to an actual answer comes from the building's insurance information.
The value is much greater than the sum of its parts.
The state says the current insured value for the building is $650 million. Once you factor in the rarity of the materials and the keepsakes inside, the true replacement costs are closer to $2 billion.
Replacing it is like trying to replace a loved one. We could do it to a certain extent, but it just wouldn't be the same.
It's a common question.
The tour guides kind of like to joke that it would be priceless because you can't replace that marble in that quantity anymore.
Each snapshot shows the state in ways we can hardly say or pay for.
Would taxpayers be willing to fork over hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars?
Would it look like a Jeff building?
The price of perfection can be calculated, but to create it the same way all over again is what you can't redevelop. Reporting in Madison, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
Let's hope we never have to worry about it.
Yeah, no. Kind of a hefty price tag.
I think it upped an insurance deductible a little bit. Thank you, Catherine. Good work. Coming up next here on Live, before we take a look at the newest blockbuster out, James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
And then at 5, Wisconsin Assembly Speaker Robin Vos has scathing words about former President Donald Trump's viability in Wisconsin. Political reporter Will Keneally shows us more.
Everybody wants a wider smile because having white teeth projects self-care, confidence, and attractiveness. Whether you're on the dating scene, interviewing for a new job, or simply looking to improve your smile, what you need is Power Swabs. Power Swabs is as easy as snap, swab, and smile. You'll notice 2 shades wider teeth in 5 minutes and 6 shades in 7 days.
The thing I love about Power Swabs is the convenience. I mean, just you break it open, just rub it on your teeth, just like you're brushing your teeth, let it sit there for a little bit, and you're done.
So I noticed I have a lot more stains on the sides right here. So with the Power Swab, I was able to go in there and really make sure that I was getting that coverage, and it really did work.
Just snap the Stain Out swab to remove stains from natural teeth as well as caps, crowns, and veneers. Then snap the whitening swab to whiten your teeth 6 shades in 7 days. Finally, smile and show off your pearly whites.
It's 5 minutes in the morning and I'm out the door, and it's amazing. It's a week's worth of 5 minutes a day, and I couldn't be happier with the results.
With Power Swabs, there's no messy strips, trays, or lights that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Whether you smoke or drink coffee, tea, or wine, Power Swabs is sure to lift those stains with 0 to minimal sensitivity. Just a simple 5-minute application, and each day you'll be 1 step closer to smiling with confidence.
Having shades lighter on my teeth in such a short period of time, it almost feels like cheating, to be honest with you, and it tickles me that you can get those kind of results in that short a time period.
Try Power Swabs this Mother's Day and get 50% off your order and free shipping. Plus, get a free Quick Stick pen to remove those coffee, wine, or smoking stains on the go. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
New at 5, a new COVID variant could have fooled you this allergy season. How you can protect yourself from getting more than just the sniffles.
We are tracking warm weather and showers heading into this weekend, but it could bring in some thunderstorms for some areas that could be strong or even potentially severe by the time we get into our Sunday nights. We'll break it all down tonight at 5.
And ahead at 6, a local radio host breaks a long-standing record for most guests in an hour. Which notable guest made the show in witness history? Tonight at 6.
Giving the weather satellite a spin, everybody resting up in Westminster Abbey.
Yeah, it appears something's happening there.
Something's going on tomorrow. I wonder what it is.
Yeah.
57 degrees. It was raining earlier. Hopefully it'll dry out for tomorrow.
Yeah.
The big coronation. Well, the final volume in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie trilogy blasted into theaters this weekend.
Rick Damigella reports.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm Star-Lord.
After teaming up, saving the day a couple of times, and their leader arguably causing part of the Infinity War, the Marvel Cinematic Universe's family of heroes are back in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
He left out some important information, but that is the gist of it.
I'm a huge fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and what James Gunn, the writer and director of this series, has been able to do with Marvel. He really does feel like he's crafted his own corner of the galaxy, the Marvel universe, and he's done such a great job making these characters that, frankly, I knew nothing about.
Someday, I'm gonna make great machines that fly.
We're digging into Rocket Raccoon's backstory and his history, and there's a lot of trauma in there. I think there's a tremendous amount of emotion tied to this movie. In addition to, the cool soundtrack and the laughs and the sort of sarcastic streak.
I want you all to know that I'm grateful to fight beside my friends.
Marvel is just this expanding universe. They've got to try new things. That's part of the idea of growing all of these different characters and all these different franchises. Not all of them have resonated with everybody out there, but I think people that have been along for the ride are definitely going to feel the impact of this movie, and I think it's going to be a massive hit. I really do.
Are you ready for one last ride?
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
We'll find out what Will Loper thinks of this film on Monday.
Have you seen any of those?
No.
Well, I've seen the first two, so I don't know. Maybe I'll go see this one. Maybe.
Keep us posted.
Yeah, we'll see what Will says, like you said.
When we come back, we go center stage with the Sun Prairie High School Jazz Band.
This talented group of musicians is headed to New York for the prestigious Essentially Ellington Music Competition. That's center stage next.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including hundreds of La-Z-Boy recliners and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
Did you leave the lights on?
No.
What the?
I'll go check it out. Hey, raccoon!
I'm not a raccoon whisperer, but I can help you upgrade all this.
With free installation on Felco windows, siding, doors, and roofing, plus no money down and no interest for 1 year. There's never been a better time to upgrade your home.
This offer ends soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Felco.
Known as a passionate artist. Known for loving the outdoors. Known for getting everyone together. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment can be. Keytruda is known to treat cancer. FDA approved for 16 types of cancer, including certain early-stage cancers. One of those cancers is triple-negative breast cancer. Keytruda may be used with chemotherapy medicines as treatment before surgery, and then continued alone after surgery when you have early-stage breast cancer and are at high risk of it coming back.
Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant, receive chest radiation, or have a nervous system problem.
Keytruda is an immunotherapy and is also being studied in hundreds of clinical trials exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. See all the types of cancer Keytruda is known for at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda could be right for you.
If you've got the TV volume way up right now, then you really need these. These tiny but powerful little hearing aids are the Nano CIC Recharge, priced at only $297 for a full pair. These are not simply amplifiers. These are ultra high quality, ultra reliable hearing aids, priced thousands less than other hearing aids. They fit right in your ear. Nothing shows in the back of your ear. Payments as low as $36 a month.
1-800-276-3995.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale, on now. With a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all new Serta mattresses and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale, going on now.
Well, the good news is that the belt line is pretty clear right now, and downtown Madison is also clear. But there is a crash on the interstate near Highway 151, which is causing a bit of backup in the northbound lanes. And it's also causing a bit of backup in the detour route of Highway 51. And further east in Jefferson County, there also is a crash on Highway 94, which is causing backup in the westbound lanes, and also a small backup in the eastbound lanes as well. The good news is that further south towards Janesville, very clear roads on the interstate. Also up north to the Dells, we're also seeing very clear roads on the interstate. And also in northeastern Columbia County, there also is a road closure due to a crash on Highway 33. So definitely just avoid that area if you could be. And that's your first warn traffic. Back to you guys at the desk.
Well, yesterday was Star Wars Day.
It falls on May the 4th every year. And it was the perfect day to posthumously honor Carrie Fisher with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Fisher's daughter and her longtime co-star Mark Hamill both spoke at the ceremony. And C-3PO and R2-D2 were also on hand. Of course, Carrie Fisher has a diverse career, including as an Emmy-nominated television actress and novel author. But she was always best known for her portrayal of Princess Leia Organa in the Star Wars franchise.
I know it's sad that she's not with us today. That would have made it perfect. But she wouldn't want us to be sad. She'd want us to have fun. She'd want us to laugh. She had that sort of anti-Mame ability to seize every day and make the most of every moment that she had.
Fisher died in 2016 at 60 years old, and she now rightfully joins her co-stars Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford on the Walk of Fame.
Well, one of the most prestigious awards for high school jazz bands is the Essentially Ellington competition in New York City.
High school students from all across the country work tirelessly to be invited to the competition.
One of the 15 finalist bands is the Sun Prairie Jazz Band. We talked to the band's director about this amazing group.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're headed out to New York, actually just in a couple of days, and that's going to be a whirlwind for those kids. I'm excited because most of these students have never been out to New York, so it's a new experience for them. And none of them have had the Essentially Ellington Festival experience as well. So yeah, it's New York, and there'll be some Central Park and some 9/11 Memorial and some jazz clubs. But the biggest part of the trip is really being members of that festival, which includes being able to meet members of the Jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra, being able to ask them questions and Wynton Marsalis questions. They actually engage our kids in master classes and sectionals, as well as rehearsals where we're paired up with like a mentor from that band to coach our kids as well. And then hearing the other 14 finalist bands, and then for us being able to perform for that too. That's what makes up that entire 3-day experience, and it's going to be awesome. You're putting some of the most passionate musicians, passionate student musicians in the country all in the same venue for 3 days. That's going to feel amazing for these kids, and it's so cool that we get to be a part of that. Background. Go after that, Henry, go! One of the things that has made this ensemble work is trying to highlight the individual voices within it. And that's exactly what Duke Ellington did as a composer. He wasn't writing for school bands. He was writing for not even the instruments in front of him, but the human beings in front of them. So there's a reason why Duke's music sounds as Duke's music, and there's a reason why the Ellington Band sounds the way it did, is because that is the only band that had that exact makeup of those exact people and musicians with those exact skills. And so one of the things that we try to do here as well is, like, how can we raise up the individual voices in this ensemble? How can we look at our strengths? How can we look at the skills that we bring to the table? And how can we use Duke's music to portray that? And so I think that in a very, very real way, these students are the living embodiment. How we're approaching this is the living embodiment of how Duke Ellington approached music and how Duke Ellington viewed human beings as musicians and ensemble members. these were the kids that were most heavily influenced by our pandemic. I mean, these were the kids that just over a year ago were playing in bell covers and masks. Before that, they had to have band outside underneath tents, even when it was cold outside. You go back, and these are the same kids that had to endure Zoom band and virtual instruction and all of that. So certainly this is not a victim story, but when you think about what these students have had to persevere through over the last 3 years, the opportunity that this is also part of their story and part of their journey, I think is a real highlight for them.
Wow, they sound great.
Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just dancing.
He plays that horn like he's a 60-year-old man. They're playing Saturday, May 13th, next Saturday at 12:45 Central Time. You can stream it at jazz.live. Good luck, guys. And girls. And director, we'll have a final look at your forecast coming up.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
Recent hailstorms in your neighborhood may have caused damage to your roof. Don't let fly-by-night, out-of-the-state, inexperienced roofers rip you off. Who should you trust to fix your roof and do it right? Fry Construction. For more than 20 years, Fry Construction and Home Improvement has continued to earn the trust of area homeowners. And when the roof over your family is damaged, we jump into action. After all, we're your neighbor too. Call Fry Construction and Home Improvement now to get your free hail inspection.
Salonpas Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Alien tape is strong enough to hold this fishbowl on a moving car. Just peel and stick and make anything stay in place quick. A wooden shelf, a basket to glass, rugs to the floor, and so much more. Alien tape sticks to brick, pavers, marble, tile, plastic, even leather. Nothing works better. Alien tape secures in seconds, then twist, pull, and rinse to reuse. You're dying to try it. Here's your chance to buy it.
Call 1-800-490-1347 or go to tryalientape.com. That's 1-800-490-1347.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
Allergies are a new COVID-19 variant. We take a closer look at what you need to know to keep yourself safe as sniffle season starts. And we have the latest details of the mysterious murder outside the Badger Tavern last night. It's coming up next.
Show us your weather photos, and you could win a First Warn weather umbrella. Send us your weather pics in an email or on the First Warn weather app. We'll select and showcase the winning entries each day on News 3 Now This Morning and News 3 Now at 6. Send in your pics to win a First Warn weather umbrella today.
On and off showers are expected throughout the weekend, but it looks like it will mostly be during the overnight hours. Both afternoon, Saturday and Sunday look relatively dry. We could even see some severe storms Sunday evening. We'll continue to see highs in the 70s with more chances of storms by the end of next week.
Postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer are living longer with Kisqali. So long live family time, long live dreams, and long live you. Kisqali is a pill proven to help women live longer when taken with an aromatase inhibitor. And Kisqali helps preserve quality of life, so you're not just living, you're living well. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Long live hugs and kisses. Ask about Kisqali and long live life.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made the ultimate sacrifice. Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat, power, or water again.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic from Steinhafels. Tempur-Pedic mattresses are designed to make aches and pains a thing of the past by relieving pressure points and supporting the body as no other mattress can. Right now, you can get a queen Tempur-Pedic mattress with an adjustable base for just $64 per month when you use Steinhafels' special 72-month financing. Plus, get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
Here's your parachute.
Certain it's okay? Are you 4imprint certain?
Certainty matters, so congratulate coworkers or say thank you with promotional products from 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain.
Well, the world's attention will be focused on London tomorrow and the coronation of King Charles.
Everyone's getting in on the excitement, including Louie and Oliver. Here's this week's edition of the News Hounds.
Here's the News Hounds, Louie and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the News Hounds, counting sheep,
a beaver in search of lunch,
and an unbearably cute cub.
But first, zookeepers at 2 British zoos have decorated their animals' homes in bunting ahead of tomorrow's coronation for King Charles. Footage from London and Whipsnade zoos show animals from gorillas to meerkats taking in their new decorations in their enclosures. Both zoos are part of the international conservation charity, Zoological Society of London, whose work has been supported by the royal family since 1826. We're sure these royal subjects will be watching tomorrow's big ceremony full of pomp and pageantry.
In Idaho, it's not unusual to see ranchers moving bleeding herds of sheep up to higher elevations this time of year, but the sight of 2,500 woolly beasts trotting across a highway brought out a huge crowd of humans to watch the spectacle. Curious onlookers line the road as the animals sheepishly enter the highway, guided by ranchers and sheepdogs and a chorus of baas and the lead ewe's jangling bell. The whole process will be repeated next fall when the sheep are brought back down again, a process that's been going on here since the early 1800s. Now we're getting sleepy.
What's that? Yep, that's a beaver walking on the sidewalk in Toronto. And what's more Canadian than that? The beaver was captured on video after it tried to cross a busy street during rush hour. And where exactly was that beaver rushing to? Oh, okay, we get it now. He just wanted a fresh sub. Well, the beaver was out of luck when it came to getting dinner there. Some bystanders guided the furry fella to safety at a creek at a nearby park.
And finally, we end the week with a cuteness overload. A rescued black bear cub enjoyed playtime with caretakers at a wildlife center in Virginia. Footage posted by the Virginia Wildlife Center shows the cub exploring its enclosure and having a blast. This is the first baby bear cub of the year to enter the facility for its annual rehab program. Back on the 12th, last year's rehabbed cubs were released, and the young bears of 2023 will be cared for by the Wildlife Center until next spring. Until then, soak up the cuteness.
And that's this week's edition of The News Hounds.
Good job, guys. That bear, my gosh.
Yeah, that's the one that you would want to run into.
Yeah, not
the big one.
Not the big ones. Thanks for your help, Brady.
Thanks.
Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you back here Monday. News for Now at 5 starts right now.